Good morning, students. Start with your new chapters. That is chapter number 9, Special Education and Sport Services. So, first of all, what's the significance of special education and sport services? It will discuss one by one. So, first of all, the term education is familiar to all of us, but special education may be a new expression for some of you. So, it is a term that refers to educational provisions for children with special needs. Okay, emerging due to physical, mental, and emotional challenges. Therefore, they have special educational needs, that is SEN. The special education means specially designed instruction for children with above mentioned challenges in all settings such as classroom, home, workplace, public places, the street, and the rehabilitation home, etc. So, there are children who may have unusual difficulty in walking, playing, talking, seeing, and hearing, in interacting socially, or in doing what one may consider usual. They are likely to have disability due to certain conditions such as hearing impairment, visual impairment, or intellectual impairment. A more detailed discussion about type of disability follow later. Okay. In order to learn, work, and experience the world optimally, they have to try harder, and people around them have to enable them in their endeavor. So, the students, children's special education needs, that is SEN, are met through certain methodologies of special education. Special education is not segregated or exclusive education of students with disabilities. It is an approach that facilitates their learning and allows them to participate in different activities that they may not have had access to on account of their inability to go to school. So, when children, students with special education needs study in general classrooms with their peers, the arrangement is called inclusive education. As the term indicates, the philosophy that guides is that students with diverse needs, educational, physical, social, and emotional, are placed together in age appropriate classes groups such that the students can optimally achieve their learning potential. The school makes suitable adjustment and modification in its curriculum, teaching methods, and physical setup to facilitate their education. So, a person who chooses to become a special educator is said to have a career in special education. There are several models of special inclusive education in which a special educator can work with children with special education needs. So, first of all, the first point is some school impart education exclusively to children with capabilities. Most such schools offer service to children with specific disabilities, such as those with intellectual impairment, cerebral palsy, or visual impairment. These fall in the category of special schools programs and require the services of special educators who are trained in working with children with those specific disabilities. So, second point is inclusive education means including children with disabilities in regular classrooms. It is about all children learning together even if they differ from each other in style and pace of learning. It benefits all students and is an education for all. An inclusive school has within its premises facilities for children with special education needs. So the third point is integrated education emphasizes placement of children with disability in mainstream school. The school system remains rigid. As a result, very few children with disability are able to cope up with the demands of the school. So, for special and inclusive education to be effective, certain support services should be available to the children as well as to the educators and children parents. These may be located within the school or in the community, accessible to the family. These are resource materials for students with special education need and educators, transportation for students, speech therapy, physical and occupational therapy, counseling for children, parents and educators, medical services in order to specialize in the field listed from 3rd and 6th. Higher education qualification and training are to be acquired. So, what's the basic concept? The basic concept is it must be quite clear by now that special education methods help children with disabilities acquire as much knowledge as they can so that their growth and development are supported to their full potential. The term disability has been used in the text several times so far. Let us discuss what we mean by disability and the different types of impairments that affect children's development. So, first of all, what is disability? According to the World Health Organization, disability is an umbrella term that covers impairment, limitation in activity, and restriction in participation. So, classification of disabilities. Most of the disabilities can be classified under the following heads. So, first is intellectual impairment, limitation in intellectual functioning and adaptive skills. Second one is visual impairment, include low vision and total blindness. Third one is hearing impairment, includes partial hearing loss and deafness. So, fourth one is cerebral palsy, difficulties of movement, posture, speech and hand functions, etc. due to brain damage. So, next one is autism, a disability affecting communication, social interaction and play behavior. Next one is locomotor disabilities, difficulties in locomotion due to damage to bones, joints and muscles. So last one is your learning disability, difficulty in reading, writing and arithmetic. So what's the causes of disabilities? Briefly, that causes can be grouped under three categories. First is your factors that affect before birth, both genetic and non-genetic, factors that affect the child at birth as soon after birth, and last one is a factor that impinge on the child during the development period. So special education method, what's the special education methods? There are specific method and procedures in special education that enable the special educator to teach children with special education need systematically. A gist of these is given herein in order to their implementation. First is your an assessment of child student level in different areas of development and learning is undertaken. For example, in areas of cognitive development, example concept of math, language development or social skills. So, second one is your based on the assessment report, an individualized education program is developed for each student that is used to guide work with the student. Third one is your regular evaluation of the IEP is undertaken to determine whether learning and development goals are being met and to check the students' progress. So IEP mean individualized education program. So last one is your all along assess and use of sport services. Example speech therapy, counseling are facilitated so that special education has a desirable effect on the students. So was the knowledge and skills required for the special education? It is important for a person interested in the following this profession to have aptitude for it and the willingness to learn. Let us see what kind of knowledge and skill are required of person in special education. First is your understanding one's own beliefs and attitude to disability. Most of us construct our belief about social phenomena such as gender and social class based on of our experiences as well as the beliefs of other significant people who influences us such as our parents. Training in special education helps in understanding children's needs, overcoming the prevailing myths and social stigmas related to their disability and developing positive attitude towards them. First is your developing sensitivity. So if an overweight person is always referred to by other as fat, the remark would fall in the category of being insensitive as he she feels hurt. So it labels him her is in unfair manner, special educators are expected to develop sensitivity toward children with disabilities. So second one is your knowledge about disability. Since the special educator focus in their work in children with special education needs, they must have a thorough knowledge about the nature of different disabilities, the development characteristics of children with these disabilities, and but associated difficulties or disorders may be present that need attention. For example, a child with cerebral palsy may also have some degree of intellectual impairment and yet may be capable of doing many things. Third one is your interpersonal skill. People who are good communicator make effective special educator. However, with training, one can acquire communication skills and these would be required to work with children individually as well as in groups. So, last one is your pedagogical skills. The special educator would be required to know the art of science of teaching student term pedagogy. This means to be able to teach a particular subject such as science, social science or maths. The educator must know how to break up and simplify the concept and lesson so that the learners can grasp the principle as well as the meaning. So, preparing for a career in special education. How you prepare yourself for special educator. So first, the need for special educator and other personnel in education program both in special and inclusive education setting has been increasing over time. More so for the person with disability, Act 1995 was paused. Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan has proven for 8 years of education for all children including those disabilities. It is possible to be in the field of special education with different level of training. Some of the current courses and pre-service training are certificate course in early childhood special education enabling inclusion from Indira Gandhi National Open University, which qualify the candidate to be an early childhood special inclusive educator. The minimum qualification for undertaking course is class 10th. Those with a higher education are also eligible. So second one is your bachelor degree in special education after any graduate degree qualifies a candidate to be an educator in a special inclusive school. Such a degree is offered a conventional university and education university such as IGNOU as well as the National Institute for Mentally and Handicapped. So third one is your those who have a master degree in fields such as child development, human development, psychology or social work can enter special education by doing any RCI recognized certificate, diploma or degree courses which may have an entry qualification lower than post graduation. These provide recognition as special educators. So fourth one is your a master degree in disability studies prepare one for a larger role in the field of disability such as teaching at the university level, research planning of programs and setting up ONS recognition. So fifth one is your many departments of child development and human development under the faculties of home science at various universities offer courses related to childhood disability, postgraduate studies that include the study of children with disability in theory of practicum prepare the students quite adequately to work in educational institution in various capacities. So last one is your scope. What's the scope of special educators? So depending upon which courses related to special education one studies and up to what level one undertakes higher education, the field has immense potential from becoming an early childhood special educator after class 10 to being able to organize and conduct own enterprise are the possibilities. With a few years experience, it is possible to be selected as head of special education program at schools or manager of special schools. Non-governmental organizations that follow SSA guidelines too need qualified special educator and master trainers. So that's all for the today. Thank you so much.